I recently posted this TikTok and YouTube short. The fact that I would rather be out here amongst nature, even if I have to do it on my own, rather than stuck indoors huddled over Twitter, trying to think up jokes and memes about people stuck on a submarine, despite the fact I don't know what's going to happen to those people, makes me the weirdo and the outcast. That sounds like a healthy society. Some people understood what I was trying to say and others didn't. That's the nature of opinions and the internet. I do want to clarify I wasn't trying to say that I hate all dark humour and I've never myself chuckled at a bit of dark humour. In fact, if you look at the recent history of entertainment, you'll find that there are many comedians who specialise in saying the unsayable and that sort of bleak, almost not so much humour as shock value, entertainment and performance. And that's something that I think is also key to what my point was, is that once upon a time there were people who made their entire act about saying the unsayable. But now, with the ongoing grind for likes, clicks and general attention from strangers on the internet, what was the unsayable is being said all the time, every day, day after day. And so that means that what constitutes the unsayable is having to slide on an ever more extreme part of the unsayable scale. And this is something that I don't think is a particularly healthy way to interact with the world. And it's something that, even if we're not actively participating in and saying these things, we are still often absorbing these comments and statuses just accidentally by them being in our news feeds. And whatever our reaction is to them, whether we disapprove or whether we have a dark little chuckle to ourselves at them, we're consuming and slowly building this background idea that there's a world out there that couldn't care less about anything. And that it's not only a legitimate, but it's also a celebrated viewpoint to see something terrible on the news and then start thinking immediately, great, something terrible's happening. How can I make this about getting more attention for myself? I think the most disturbing element of this has to be the fact that this is what the younger generation is now looking up to and seeing as normal and seeing as, oh, look at this, they've got X amount of followers or X amount of views or likes, etc. And all they had to do was be what I would describe as a pillock. And that's it. Just as you've seen the incredible dumbing down and the exceptional low level of content being created and pumped out on the internet these days, especially with things like TikTok, you can also apply that same concept of, oh look, somebody's created a completely misleading or nonsensical video that's basically designed to gain just enough attention and interaction, even if it's hate comments saying what a load of rubbish this is, that it's going to play well with the algorithm and then get loads of views. And then that inspires the next grifters to go, oh look, we can do this, create literally nothing of value, and then just game the algorithm until a younger generation that doesn't know any better looks at this and thinks that this is an appropriate level of entertainment, of effort, of, I don't know what you'd describe it as, but it just bamboozles me, I'll be honest. After saying all that, it may surprise you to also hear me say that, broadly speaking, I do like the internet. I love the collaborative projects it's enabled and the incredible variety of entertainment and, of course, the exceptional amount of genuinely fascinating educational stuff that's out there. I wouldn't say it's made me more intelligent. I have limited intelligence, but it would be most accurate to say that I certainly know more things about more stuff than if the internet didn't exist. That's a generous way to word my mental capacity. I myself have been a relatively prolific content creator for the best part of 20 years, and I've loved it as a hobby. I've loved every now and then trying to take it more seriously before going, oh, this is suddenly a lot of work and it's a lot harder, I just want to do it for fun again. But it's been an experience over time that I've thoroughly enjoyed and appreciated, and I've learnt a huge amount about people from the vast majority of people will find something that they're interested in and then enjoy watching videos and then look at more videos that they enjoy. But there's a not insignificant, although I do feel it's certainly a small minority of people who seem to almost do the opposite of seek out videos and people online that they don't like and then watch a load of that stuff so that they can sort of get angry or whatever it is they feel they need to do. Speaking as somebody who has both crooked teeth and a birthmark on their face, it probably comes as no surprise to many of you out there to know that I've had more than my fair share of comments about these things. And this is something that in itself is quite a fascinating and, I don't know, just an interesting little look into people's lives. And in recent times, there's actually been an uptick in these comments because I've been posting more of this short form content to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, etc. There's maybe, I'd say, between 15 and 30,000 views a day coming in across all platforms. And so that means there's a huge number of people who've never seen me before, will never see me again, haven't got a clue about what my life is all about or my channels and my videos, etc. But what they do see is somebody with a big red cheek or crooked teeth. And so it pops into their head for some reason, oh, look at that, I need to say something about his teeth. Just think about that for 1 second, that there's people out there who will see a total stranger online talking about something they love like the great outdoors and feel, I need to leave a comment that's only possible outcome and intention is to try and make that person feel bad about the way they look. And it's just such a bizarre thing when you're thinking the reason behind that, like what is it that creates that sort of feeling or desire in somebody to actually have to stop on a video, type a comment and post it and be like, yeah, I've got one up on the goofy lad or whatever it is. I don't know if it's some kind of tiny feeling of power in a world where we seem to be increasingly small and powerless parts of it, or whether it's just a reflection of a inherently unpleasant element of society and human character. But I just find it bizarre, and again, it's something I don't so much take offence at as I sort of almost have a feeling of sympathy of a, well, what is it that causes you to be like that? Yeah. So there's just a few thoughts about the disintegration of morality and society as a whole. Hope I haven't depressed you too much, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to help me out, please do consider checking out my short books about life on a canal boat, and find me all over the internet with the links in the description, posting pictures and videos from all over the great outdoors. Until the next time, my friends, keep it interesting, keep it boot-worthy, keep it boat-worthy, have a fantastic day, and of course, farewell.